Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball diamond. Today is day 1129 of my ketogenic journey, the end of week 160. This is a weekly update weigh-in and review, which I do this every day, but not on such a scale. So I'm going to stand up and show you my body. I'm going to show you my weekly graph and my weigh-ins. We're going to talk about the experiment I tried to run on my body that kind of sort of seemed to fail, but might have actually started to work. So we're going to talk more about that. Veggie bloat is a real thing. If you don't know, it is a real thing for some of us anyway. So sit back, like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, all that good YouTube jazz that helps this channel grow. It makes me smile. It's time to rant, rave, and misbehave, ketodiamond style. Ow, my knee. It's 3 p.m. breaking a 19-hour fast and starving. So I've got scrambled eggs with just a little of that olive oil mayonnaise. I've got 2 sausage patties, cheese, what was left of the sugar, what's it called? I'm so sorry. Keto-friendly strawberry jelly, which I'm completely out of now, and 1 slice of cheese. I'm going to eat this. I'm so hungry. It's time. Yes, so I'm having 2 beef patties with white American cheese, half a slice each, ketchup and organic ketchup, and some mayonnaise. I might actually make me a salad or something to go with it, but I did have like 5 slices of cucumber with some salt on it. For dinner, I had 2 chicken and cheese roll-ups with mayonnaise and lettuce, so it's just rolled up together. And then I had 1 Ghirardelli's 86% dark chocolate. All right, you guys, calories and macros per MyFitnessPal website. 1,792 calories, 22 grams of total carbohydrates, 154 grams of fat, 93 grams of protein. Now I can stand to bring my protein up a little bit if I want to, drop the carbs a little bit if I want to. That fat, while it seems like it's much higher than what I've got written on there, understand that like that ground beef, when you cook it, the calories and macros are added up on the back of that before it's cooked. Once you cook it, a lot of that fat gets left in the pan. So while it says I'm much too high on my fat, I'm probably actually nowhere near that. So we're going to talk about yesterday first. Now, I kind of thought I had did something oopsie daisy. As you know, I've been trying to add vegetables back in. I said I give up. The bloat was just too much. Couldn't handle it. Was having bathroom issues. Just all kinds of stuff. And I was like, you know what, I can't. I'm done. I can't. But yesterday, as I had said earlier, because of finances, I had boxed myself into having to eat what I had. So I had some cucumber on hand, chopped it up for hubby, and decided to eat half of a very fat cucumber with salt, heavily salted, of course, because it don't taste no good no other way. Anyway, I was kind of thinking it messed with me. It really did. But I didn't feel bad after eating it. I didn't feel kicked. I didn't feel bloated. I didn't feel gross. But when I woke up this morning, I felt gross. I felt very, very heavy. I had a belly ache. My back kind of hurt. They hurt. So I wandered to the scale and I got on it and I went down. But right after I went to potty and I realized, oh, the cucumber didn't get me. Mother Nature did. Day 1 of Shark Week. So it's not necessarily a bad thing for me. For some people, they go up. I tend to trend down as long as I'm not experimenting or trying new things. And over the last week or so, I've been also trying to limit eating keto-friendly snacking to the weekends with a meal and not snack throughout the week. Now, I don't always succeed at this, but I do attempt it. So, or that's what I've been attempting. And also with adding the vegetables in. Now, the cucumber, again, didn't seem to affect me. It's kind of funny. Sometimes pickles do. Just regular pickles from a jar. Sometimes they will mess with me. And veggie bloat. Oh, and I've heard some of you say that people thought you were crazy. You're not crazy. Some people just, their bellies don't tolerate veggies well at all. And for some people, having to go carnivore, having to limit veggies is a very real thing. Otherwise, we feel very heavy, very stiff-bellied, very pregnant looking. And for some of us, we can handle veggies if we leave them in our diet. It's when we take them out and try to add them back that we start noticing all the bloat and all the problem. So I did that this week with collard greens, with a can of great green beans. What else did I have? Zucchini, and they all tore my stomach up. They just did. And last night when I was eating that cucumber, I was like, oh no, this is gonna get me. It's gonna get me good. But it didn't, and I'm very pleasantly surprised about that. Now that could mean that I can just have cucumber. I can seem to have tomatoes without a problem. I can have like iceberg lettuce without a problem. There are just very few things. And the cucumber, maybe I can have that without a problem, or maybe my body's trying to regulate and get used to vegetables again. So I don't know. I won't know till I eat my next vegetable, but at this moment I'm kind of gun shy from them. So we'll see. I did have also a piece of chocolate yesterday, right directly after my meal. So, and it was a Sunday, so weekend, acceptable. But knowing that the lady issues have kicked in, I probably will have more of that chocolate. It is 86% Ghirardelli's dark chocolate. You want anything over 85%, it's good for you. There's a lot of benefits to it. And it helps during the lady issues or the craving issues. Now, if you're new to keto, if you're not used to a non-sugar diet, that's going to taste extremely bitter to you. But once you get really used to keto, it's a little sweet treat. My kids can eat one now and like spit it out or whatever, and I'm just like, what's the problem? Well, let me show you this first. This is the Ghirardelli's that I'm using. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it looks like it says Ghirardelli's on it. It's 86% dark chocolate. You can get this at Walmart. It comes with, I think, about 14 pieces. I'm not really sure, but they're individually wrapped, so it's easy to do a serving size. You don't have to break off a piece or nothing. And I like those. And these don't cause sugar cravings for me. My grandbaby just woke up. Her mom and daddy's in there with her, though. She probably needs a bottle or something. Let me pause for the calls and let them get her situated. All right, so what I wanted to bring up, originally the other day, Saturday, I thought a California Keto no-bake cookie mix had messed with me and hurt me, like caused a whole lot of irritation, allergies, possibly an allergic reaction. But later I discovered it was probably the xylitol-based product that I also had that day, which I shared with y'all yesterday. But I wanted to bring up that the California Keto no-bake cookie mix, my daughter hated it at first. But once it sit in the refrigerator and hardened for a little while, which I did try it again to see if it was that or the other thing, it actually took on the no-bake cookie taste. So I would not unrecommend that product, but they could potentially kick up sugar cravings. This doesn't, though. I mean, it doesn't for me anyway. I don't know if it will for anybody else, but for me, that's just like a dark chocolate. It's not really sweet, but it is a treat, and it does kind of help with the cravings kind of issues. So I just wanted to bring that up. That did take on the no-bake cookie flavor after it had cooled for quite a while. Hold on a minute. Did it pause? No, it did not. All right, so mommy's getting dressed. Baby's over here bouncing. You might hear her playing around. She's got to get ready for work. But guys and dolls, I'm going to go ahead and show you my weigh-in for yesterday. Then I'll break out the whiteboard. I'll show you my body and do all of it kind of like in a row, and we'll see what you think.
Good morning. I'm up about an hour early. Went to bed about an hour late. I don't even want to get on this thing. I'll fall on my head next time. I guess for the grander scale of the week, it's not bad, but yeah, I'm not happy. 165.6.
My body at the end of 161, week 161. My dog. Nothing real special, but definitely some water weight. Whiteboard time! Da, 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 da. Still loving my whiteboard, oh my goodness. So it is August 31st, 2020. I guess it's the last day of August, huh? Sure went fast, but not fast enough. You know what I mean? So anyway, it is week 161. It's now 162, but today is the first day of 162, and it's the end of week 161. So my start weight on my ketogenic journey was 311.5 and 11.8 pounds. And if you want to see me at my heaviest, peep that eye up there, and I'll put my very first keto video on here. I started my videos 1 month into keto. So glad I did it that way, so I can look back and be like, I don't know who that person is. I don't recognize her at all. But at the same time, I still feel like her. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's still true. So anyway, last week I was 161.4, and I was still up in water weight when I was 161.4. Today, 165.6. So my veggies and everything, trying to add stuff back into my diet, it set me back at least 4.2 pounds. Now overall, let's see, my lowest is 158.6. So, oh, okay, so that's pretty easy. 7 pounds, 7 pounds of water at the moment. Not happy about it. Still feeling bloaty. My ankles and feet definitely look a little bit thicker than usual. Not super bad. It's not like edema or anything, but it's definitely some fluid in there. My lowest overall weight loss has been 153 pounds though. I want to get to 155 and 160. I'd like to see 150 on the scale. That's what I was telling you guys the other day, and I'd like to see it by December 31st, if possible. No pressure, but if possible. I'd like to see that. I just would. I'm not in a big rush to lose weight anymore, if that's what anybody's wondering, because I lost 153 pounds so far, and now if this journey is a slow burn, a slow ride, it's a lifelong journey anyway. So I'm okay with a slow ride and enjoying myself now a little bit more, adding a few more foods back, trying a few more things, because I'm now kind of in a healthy stage of my journey, or just where it's more about health and looks than anything, where I'm worried about skin tone and all that. So we'll figure all that out. But anyway, from Veggie Bloat this week, let's talk about it. Started this week at 161.4, 162.2, 163.6, 165, down to 164.6, shot up to 167, but there was some bathroom issues and stuff that day, and I just couldn't function. That's the day I was like, you know what, I'm done with the vegetables, but I can't be done with the vegetables entirely because that's what I bought for groceries this week. So I came back down to 166.4, and today 165.6. So from last night to tonight, or to today, it's a 0.8 pound loss, almost a pound. My scale does it in like twos. I don't know why. 0.2, 0.4, 0. Whatever. But I'm okay with it. But I do definitely feel some of the bloat, some of the heaviness still. And it could also be Shark Week Day 1, so that could be part of it. I know it's part of the pain. And it might come with some inflammation too, because I was urinating a lot yesterday. So I thought maybe I would drop. But also with the cucumber, I was like, nah, probably won't. It wasn't super horrible though, but overall it was pretty good. Give me 1 second, I've got to pee. Let's talk slightly conflicting information. So of course I was watching the Dr. Berry video the other day, and the reason I had added the vegetables back into my diet was the vitamins, the minerals, stuff like that for the skin. And of course the Dr. Berry video reminded me that I didn't so much need all the vegetables as the fats in my good fats in the meats, good fats in avocado oil, stuff like that, and to avoid like soybean oil, stuff like that, and fasting, autophagy. So that was a reminder for me. But then this morning I'm watching a Dr. Berg video, and he's talking about silica and how you can get it in vegetables and how it's very good for skin elasticity. Like, it's one of those things where you have to pick and choose your information and say, okay, what's best for me? What will work for me? So I'm going to try to leave at least a small amount of vegetables in, so hopefully my body doesn't overreact all the time again. But I'm also not really wanting to. So, I mean, yes, you can get a lot of these vitamins and minerals in supplement form, but the healthier way to get your vitamins and minerals for your body, for a healthier body, is from your foods. Because a lot of the stuff they put inside of vitamins and stuff I'm pulling this out so I remember to take it. That's a different thing altogether. That's something I love. But a lot of the stuff they put in your vitamins and stuff is synthetic. It's not the real deal. It doesn't react to your body the way it's supposed to, the way a real vitamin mineral will if it comes from your food sources or from the sunlight itself. So it's best to get it from the food. But sometimes that's difficult, and I know that, and I understand that. And I am all for you getting your collagen from a potion if you want to. I'm all for you doing it however you need to do it. I would like to get it from healthy foods if I can. I would like to heal my skin. I've got a lot of skin healing to do. One thing I do believe would help my rosacea, because that is kind of like, it seems to be related to the autoimmune issues, and it is food related. Certain foods I eat will cause my chest or my face to just flare right up, and I know that. But I think that one thing I want to try, which is really, really difficult, is taking out the tomatoes and the nightshades, and that's tomatoes, eggplants, and peppers. The problem is, that's the best tasting stuff. That's the stuff that gives your food the flavor. And it's the good stuff. So I'm having a real difficult time with that, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. And I know that I don't show this, but if I make burgers, meat, chicken, or anything like that, you can bet your bottom dollar there's garlic in it. And garlic's good for you. It's not bad for you. It's not a nightshade. My point is that sometimes I'm using things that I don't necessarily bring a light to, but I use garlic on everything. If it's meat at all, there is a ton of garlic on it. I'm definitely not a vampire. It's possibly why I was never able to hunt me down a chubby tasting vampire in the first place. But I know. Shut up, Johnny. But the conflicting information out there, it's so hard to dig through and know what's right for you and your body. And the only thing you can do is grab onto some info and start digging on it. And then come up with your best judgment and your best thought process on it and try it out. That's literally the only thing you can do. I showed y'all, but I almost got excited again. I've got Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper in my cup again. I agree. Dr. Pepper should totally sponsor me. That's the only soda I really, really enjoy, and it's the only one I can have without being kicked or gaining any weight. So I'm always excited to find my Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper I ate, but it ain't that good. Alright guys, so I probably talked way too much for today. I also did a video earlier, a Get Ready With Me video, where I talked for 20 more minutes. So if you want to watch that, step over and watch that. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of my YouTube channel, which is to get little extra added benefits and bonuses, has nothing to do with my standard YouTube channel where I talk to you guys every single day for 15 to 25, 30 minutes. It has nothing to do with this. This will always be here just like it is now. The membership thing is just extra added bonuses and benefits, different little videos, stuff like that. I'm also going to leave my Patreon up. I was not going to do it, but it's very hard to get rid of, it turns out. And if it's not bothering anything, I'm just going to leave it. If it does start to become a problem, then I'll get rid of it. But I will start linking to my Patreon again if you want to join it. But if you're a Patreon member or a member of YouTube, you don't have to be both. You know what I mean? So there's also other ways to support the channel below. There is a Cash App and a PayPal, and I would love for you to utilize them as your heart tells you to, if they do. If not, don't worry about it. I'll be fine, and so will you. We're all good. Now, also, if you need keto help, my contact information is below. Baby's getting mad over here in this thing. Her daddy's coming, though. Hey, daddy's coming. I hear him. I hear him getting up. Anyway, if you need keto help, my contact information is below. Don't hesitate to add me. Don't hesitate to email me. I answer everybody as soon as I possibly can. Much love to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.